boating?
Have you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
Hey there, everybody. This is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
I call it bass boat.
Ooh. Ah.
I call it bass boat.
What's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
My name's Greg Minotti with Drop Time Smoke, and you are watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
What's going on, everyone? This is Carlos Calzada from Smoking Nose Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Toma! This is Bill Purvis with ChickN Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Boom.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1, let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
Absolutely. What is up, Gooder Gang? Welcome back for another Wednesday edition of the So Smoking Gooder Show. I'm your host, Rob Arocha, and like it said, I am coming to you from the Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. I am very excited for tonight's show. Very excited. We got a great guest, a husband and wife, a true husband and wife team that's been doing really well on the circuit. We're talking about Backward Jacks. They'll be on in just a moment, but welcome to the show. You guys know what time it is. A little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. I appreciate it. However you are checking us out, we're having a little glitch on Facebook today. I think producer Ty has it squared away. But if you guys are on YouTube, which a lot of you guys are checking in right now on YouTube, I appreciate that. Go ahead and hit that like button. It does do us a little bit of wonders. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Why are you not subscribed? Let's go. Subscribe to this channel. We'd appreciate that. We got a goal here of 1,000. No, yeah, we're 1,000. We're at 780 subscribers. We want to hit 1,000. We want to get to that 1,000 mile marker. So we'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate that. We're talking, you know what we do here. We talk barbecue with good people and a great co-host. Speaking of a great co-host, let's bring the man, the myth, the legend on right now. I'm talking about Mr. Eddy Morales from the Pit Father Barbecue.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? How are you, my man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
It's another Wednesday. What is this? What number is this for you? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I know other shows do episode number, whatever it may be. We're so far beyond that. I don't know. Maybe producer Ty would figure that out for us, but I know we're well into the 400s. I'd gather to guess.
I'm probably like 10 or something, 9, 8. I don't know.
For you? Yeah.
Around there. Yeah.
How you feeling? Are you settling into that seat?
And I think so.
Is that a gaming chair, by the way?
Yeah, it's a gaming chair.
Is that a new one or has it always been there?
It's always been there. Yeah, whenever there was a freeze like 2 or 3 years ago when it got about 2 weeks off of work, and at that time I started gaming and I gamed a lot, so I bought a chair, bought a monitor, bought everything. So
what do you what's your game of choice, or what's your console? Is it a console now or are you computer?
Yeah, PlayStation.
All right.
Man, I was playing Call of Duty, Warzone and all that, but it only lasted, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and
so you're not any good.
Back to work. There was a point where I was taking my console to the cook-offs.
All right. Well, I've dabbled in Call of Duty. I was at the very first Call of Duty back in 1990. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know when it was, but I have been playing Call of Duty for a while now, and my kids are doing it now. So if you want to do some of that, I am down to do some of that. Maybe we'll live stream. I'm just kidding. We won't do that any of that shit. But
yeah, the monitor is all covered up right here.
Look at you.
All that shit.
You are ready to go. You're ready to go. Hey, lots of action going on this weekend in the barbecue community. Were you anywhere this weekend, my man?
Nah, I didn't. Man, I couldn't find a brisket. I went to 1,000 HEBs, every single one. And man, by the time I was like, man, I should have just ordered it. It was too late. So, and even the weekend before that, man, I had to buy a brisket from somebody. I called Randall Johnson. I said, okay, I knew he was going to Brady. I said, bro, you have an extra brisket? And man, he did. So he sold me that brisket. And but this past weekend, dude, I couldn't find anything. So I didn't cook. Not even a prime.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate everybody checking in wherever you're checking in. Like I said, I don't know, we may be light on Facebook tonight, which is cool. I want to promote our YouTube channel, Eddy. We want to, and yours too. We got the Pit Father Barbecue on YouTube. You can check him out. Obviously, you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show on YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us, and we're trying to grow all of our stuff. So lately, we've been having some 3-hour shows, Eddy. I don't know if we can do that tonight, my man. But we have a fun guest.
We'll see how it goes
tonight. We have a fun, and I just love hanging out with these guys when I have a chance to. I don't get very often. I feel like we're cooking different contests for the most part, but I love our guest tonight. What do you know about Backward Jacks?
Man, I've known them. I met them, a few years ago, probably even almost when I first started. And all I know is that, man, they're very, very supportive.
They are,
and they're the one couple that's going to be clapping for anybody, and exactly. they get very excited for everybody that walks, and that's badass, man. That's how it's supposed to be, and I love it. I've never set up next to them or anything like that, but every time we see each other, we say hi and congratulate each other. So they're awesome people.
We'll get to the comments here in just a second, to the Gooder gang, but I already got my favorite comment of the night. It's from Robert Smith, and it's absolutely nothing. It's just blank. But I'm sure producer Ty can put a comment in that blank deal right there, because Robert Smith is speaking without speaking right now with that little blank comment. But hey, like I mentioned, lots going on in the barbecue world.
Put it in the box. Put it in the box.
There you go. That's his comment right there. There he is. Well, hello. We'll get some comments here to the Gooder gang, but right now I want to talk about this past weekend. Phil Breeden got number 6. Big deal over there. And Phil, I don't know. Was he in Ogden, Utah? Is that where he was? But he got number 6. He was somewhere up north.
Number 6, or it might be auto now. Because I don't know.
It's a possibility. I think I heard him say it's
there's something about another cook-off that might, come up or not come up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, that's badass.
He's got number 6. Our boy Robert Smith, who we just saw, has number 6. Bill, I think, is on 5, maybe 6. So lots going on this weekend. I was in Kansas City. I got to go with shout out to Joey Machado and Texas Original Charcoal. I got to go out to Kansas City for the Q Festival up there. We are nestled in between Arrowhead Stadium and the Royals Kauffman Stadium. It was a pretty cool event. It's like 3 waves. They had a Friday night deal. They had a Saturday afternoon deal, and then they had a Saturday night deal. We were in the VIP area, just shoveling out a bunch of boats of tomahawk steaks with a little corn bottom of it, and it was just a good time. I got the opportunity to go on the demo stage, which is what I love to do, man. I don't know if you know that or not, but I love to be in front of people and talk barbecue and share what I love to do. And this is what I love to do, is do some barbecue out there. So it was a great time out there at the Q Festival. There's going to be some Dallas. There's a Dallas one coming up. There's a St. Louis one coming up. So shout out to the Q Fest and Eddy in Dallas. Maybe you can join. That'll be awesome. But shout out to Joey again. He's got it arranged to where we're going to have a space to do.
I can join it anywhere, not
to
just
do
that,
our show out there, bro. To sit down, do a true show out there in front of the masses. That'll be a good time. So Joey is arranging that with Brian Wabi with the Q Fest. He's the director of everything of Q Fest, and so I'm excited to do that. I'm excited for more festivals. And contests. There's some contests coming up for Bullhorn Barbecue. I'll be in Shiner, like y'all been saying for the last couple weeks. I'll be in Shiner in 2 weeks. Where are you going to be, Eddy?
Man, I'm gonna take that weekend off.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to the beach for the 4th of July weekend. So,
all right, no problem.
I love Shiner, man. It's one of my favorite cook-offs, but not gonna make it.
All right, well, let's give some shout out to the Gooder Gang. Did I miss anything? Were you somewhere this weekend?
No, nope.
Look at that barbecue homie showing up, Danny Regan. We'll give him a shout out real quick. All right, Ty, let's play some little background music. I'll give some shout outs to the Gooder Gang, and then we'll get the guests of the evening, Backward Jacks. I'm excited about this. After we do the Gooder Gang rollout, Ty will play the final sponsor roll for 23-24, and then we've got an announcement to make for the 24-25 sponsors. All right, let's go. First in, Carlos Calzada. What is up, Gooder Gang? Everyone hope they had a blessed evening. Christian Contreras, there's my man right there. Let's go, Gooder Gang. Missed a couple weeks, but I'm all caught up. Yes, sir. Larry Vaughn, afternoon from my rolling office in South Jersey. The Dude Barbecue. What's up, Gooder Gang? We got Daddy Dutch in the house. What's up, Kent? Good evening, gang. Rockin' A Grilling Supplies. What's up, Gooder Gang? We got Armando de Luna Los Milagros Q Crew. What's up, Gooder Gang? I'll tell you later. What's up, Gooder Gang? Everybody's saying what's up, Gooder Gang, so I'll stop reading it. Surge, our follow team. Brandon Perriman, always forward. Barbecue. Hello. Sam Demerit. How we doing? Pit Live. There he is. Johnny Maggs checking in. Ocala Q. We mentioned your name already. G. Waltz. What is us up, fuckers? All right, that's a new one. Gordo Q. What's going on? Sean Trainer. What's up, brother? Bobby. That's Bobby Delgado. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. We'll hit on that in just a second. Little Gringo. What's up, brother? We got Daddy Dutch again. There he is, Sergio Chiappa. What's going on? Carly Alexinas. She will be the guest on the show. I believe Chuck will join her as well. Who else we got? Ty Cobb. I saw that. We got you, Ty. Producer Ty. Twisted D. What's going on? Los Gordos checking in. Gordo Q checking in. James Daly. Linda Whitson. Hi, Rob. What's up, Linda? She did a lot of the prep work for tonight. We got My Pits Are Burning. What's up, Eddy, Rob, and Ty? Yes, sir. Who else we got? Wes Reed. Yo, Nicho checking in. I hope everything's going okay with your trailer, Nicho. Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers. What is up? Stephen Foster. Louis Gonzalez. What's up? Cosmos Q Crew. Yes, I was with Cosmos as well. Robert Smith with the best comment of the night. And he said, well, hello. All right, here we go. Caesar Mejia. The Russians got to Facebook. Yes, they did, but I think we're okay. Corby Simpkins checking in, Little Gringo again. Danny Regan, my barbecue homie. What's up? How are you? Robert Leal, what's up? Al Lino he's been killing it, man. This guy, Al Lino, down in the Valley, competing in the World Food Championships. Did he win last year? I think he won it last year, right?
So, yeah.
Congratulations, Al Lino. Darren Proctor, our good buddy out on the East Coast, he hooked up our friends from Texas Original Charcoal with some pits out there. So we'll talk about that. Roy, what is going on, Roy? How are you? Josh Hale, your barbecue homie. It's too early, Josh.
I haven't seen him in a while, man.
Oh, man. Are you missing him? How's it going over there, man?
A little bit.
Yeah,
we're going through a rough patch.
Oh, there's some, is it a little rocky with you guys or what's up?
Nah. Just haven't cooked in a while. Same places,
Absolutely. Well, I did want to touch on the guys. Kevin Hernandez, my pits are burning. We had Manuel Moreno with Chingo and Barbecue, Bobby Delgado, Cuatro D they went to, and Darren Proctor, who's in the comments right now. Them four did very well this weekend in Washington, D.C. And I actually have those in the wrap-up recap. So we'll talk about the wrap-up recap on that. But, man, shout out to those guys going out to Washington and killing it. Absolutely killing it, man. I'm sure you were watching everything, not cooking this weekend, huh?
Yeah. No, I was keeping track with everybody, man. Now I was able to go to that event, 2 years in a row, but I didn't go. Now I regret it, and it looked like it was badass.
Tell me about that event, man. I don't know what it is. I've never done it, obviously, but what was it,
man? So I won it when I won Austin Rodeo first year, and then the second year, when Bill won it, and then I reserved it, but Bill said he wasn't going, so it would have gone to me.
Yep.
Now, I don't know much about it. I just know that it's in DC and it's right in front of the Capitol.
Oh, you've qualified, but you haven't
qualified for it. Yeah, I haven't gone. I wish I would have gone, man. But now seeing it, looks like it would have been badass, but didn't go. So we'll see if I qualify again.
All right. Well, again, we're trying to keep this at a 2-hour show, so we are right on time. We're about 5 minutes behind. But Ty, if you can play that sponsor roll for the last time for this season, and then we'll get our guest on here in just a minute. Shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors: Rectag, Smokin' Magic, Cosmos Q Products, KNR Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton Texas Pit Barbecue, Frisco Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Pete's Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and The Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Absolutely heartfelt thank you to any sponsor that sponsored us ever. But the ones that are coming out for 23, 24, we've got a new lineup coming up for 24, 25, which we'll introduce on the next show. Yeah. It's grounds for clapping. Thank you, Ty. But again, anybody that sponsored the show, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much that you're part of this show. We pretty much have a pretty good carryover till next year of existing sponsors that will be back for 24, 25. But thank you very much. Quit teasing, Ty. Quit teasing, my man. We'll introduce that next week on the show. This is the final show for this season. And of course, we have, I don't know. I think we're pretty much done. There, Ty. Mark Lambert in the house, 7-time world champion. What's up, Mark Lambert? But yeah, I got to hang out with Mark a little bit this weekend in KC. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sponsoring the show. We'll have a new lineup next week on the show. Going into our 7th year anniversary, that we're going to be 7 years doing this. We are one of the longest, probably the second longest running show of this type doing that. So I appreciate it. It means so much. And you guys checking in each and every week, the Gooder Gang. Thank you very much. And that's all I got to say about that, unless Eddie has anything to add.
No, sir. Everything you said is what I was going to say.
My co-host. I love it. All right. Well, it's time to bring on the guests. Thank you, man. It's time to bring on the guests of the evening, the people that we are here to see tonight. They are a true husband and wife team. They, like Eddie mentioned earlier, they are the ultimate friendly. They will clap for you. They are barbecue homies, left and right. They are not lately, but they've been at it. We're gonna find out how long they've been doing this thing. But it is great to see their success early on in 2024. And we are talking about Tara and Steve Mihalski from Backward Jacks of not even barbecue, it's just Backward Jacks. I love it. Welcome to the show. All right, we got to fix this tie. Let's bring them. Tara, your face is covered. Let's we'll drop Tara and Steve because we're going to talk to you all day long. Ty can fix that. I think. Well, there you go. She's sitting up. I can see her doing that in the deal. I think Ty can drop. No, it's better. It's better up here for whatever reason. There you go. There you go. Act like you like each other.
You on by,
and we're good to go. Welcome to the show. Like I mentioned, first time on the show. I'm excited to introduce the Gooder Gang to you guys. How are you guys doing? First off, everything good?
Everything's great.
Yeah, we're good, man. Happy to be here. And
Absolutely.
I didn't know this was a season finale, so I feel a little bit special.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna, one of you has to die. That's what happens on season finale. So I don't know, y'all. The Gooder Gang gets to pick who dies tonight because Eddie and I will be back next week. So one of you guys will not be. That's what happens on season finales. We got to leave them hanging a little bit. But welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this. It's been a long time coming. I've known you guys for a little bit. We're still getting to know each other, but I've seen you guys and I've heard your name throughout the years. So please introduce yourself and let us know how long you've been doing this thing.
All right. I'm Steve Mihalski. That's my wife, Tara. Man, we're Backward Jacks. We claim Lavernia. We actually live in Atkins. It's right on the border, but Lavernia, Atkins, Texas area, just outside of San Antonio. And we have been cooking now for probably 12 to 15 years.
Nice. Nice. Okay. And you're right out of we'll get there. We'll get there. Eddie knows how this process works. Right outside of San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great little hub of a lot of great cooks that you guys have been competing against throughout the years, right?
Yeah, for
a long time.
A long
We've had
time.
it difficult.
Yeah, that area. Go ahead.
When we got started, it wasn't that long ago. 5, 6, 7 years ago, everything was pretty regional. Everybody kind of stuck to their area, and there was only a handful of big cook-offs where people traveled, 2 or 3 hours to go to. Not like now, where you roll into a 25-team cook-off, and there might be 10 people from Houston and 10 from the Valley.
Right, absolutely.
So we faced a lot of the same people week in and week out, and came up having to fight for it.
Yeah. So like you mentioned earlier, you've been at it for a long time. I have too. So this is my 12th year of doing this thing. So I feel like we've been starting about the same time, but you and I and y'all and I have not really met up at a lot of contests, but we have recently. But like you mentioned, people were kind of staying into their little hubs, right? I competed against the Houston people, and you guys are in Central Texas, San Antonio area. The Valley has their own different set of teams. But it's changed quite a bit. You guys are traveling. I see you more often. I'm traveling. We all see each other now. So a lot of changes going on in the barbecue world, right? In that aspect.
Yeah, we're trying to get out a little bit more than what we used to. We cook less now, but we try to get to some different cook-offs and get out to different areas than just right here around the house.
Absolutely.
Y'all cook less, but when y'all do cook, y'all make sure people know y'all are there.
We try.
That's what we're hoping for.
Well, I feel like it's happening right now. You guys have, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you guys have hit another gear. I don't know how y'all feel the same way or not, but I feel like I've said your name on the show quite a bit in this first part of 2024.
Yeah, we've done pretty good for a while here. It's funny because we said right before we started doing well that we were thinking about it's about time to retire and just go ahead and put it away and stop.
No.
So then we started hitting. So I guess that's what we have to say every season now.
Man, I don't remember being somewhere with y'all where y'all don't walk. So I don't know if y'all, hit a gear, but I feel like that gear has been going since I started cooking.
We're pretty consistent with walking. I think we do a pretty decent job of getting something to cross the stage when we go places, but we went through a pretty good slump at the end of last year. I think we did 4 cook-offs in a row where we didn't walk anything and really didn't do very well at all in the ones that we didn't walk in. And that was the conversation we were having was, man, has the game passed us up and we can't compete anymore with this. And we love doing it. We love being out there, but we're not going to throw a bunch of money away either. Right. And when I feel like we can't be competitive, then that's what we were talking about. And then as soon as we started having that conversation, everything turned around. They were all pretty big kickoffs. It was Briscoe, it was Chupacabra, it was the CBA championship and a rodeo. So,
little guys.
Yeah, little 10-team cook-offs. No big deal.
But it still hurt. But it's still, it
hurts your feelings. It hurts your feelings. Absolutely. Let's step back before we get into what's going on right now. But you said so 12, 15 years ago, we're talking 2009, 2010. How did you find out about this sport? What was going on back in the day in competition barbecue, or what was your first, moments or memories of just competing?
I think we've both been going to the San Antonio Rodeo Cook-Off is where it all started. Mm-hmm. And we had been going to that one. I can remember when it was with Fall Fest. And
as an attendee?
As an attendee or helping friends.
Okay.
And then my boss his son decided he wanted to do it. So we started helping them cook.
I think that was 2009. I think is what we've narrowed it down to.
Yeah. And it's amazing. We thought we were badass back then. And we laugh now and go, oh my goodness, what were we thinking? It was horrible. But that's where we started. And then
we did the rodeo for, I think, 3 years in a row. And then we did a turn and burn. And then we jumped into the Western Woods Point Series. I don't know if you remember when they did that, Rob.
I loved it. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't compete in it, but I do remember it. But so even back then, you were cooking big contests. I mean, It's not like
that's how we started. I mean, our first 6 contests were 150 teams. That's all. That's what we thought barbecue was, because that was all we knew, and it was once a year, twice a year. That was it. And a friend of ours actually said, "Hey, man," he goes, because we started getting better at the point series when you could actually see where you finished. Mm-hmm. That started helping us learn some things and figure out what we were doing wrong. And, I was studying and researching everything I could to try to figure out competition barbecue, because we started out just cooking like how to cook. I didn't know anything about it. And a buddy of mine, I think it was after the turn and burn, he said, "Man, y'all need to go cook a small cook-off. Y'all keep going out and doing all these big ones. You need to go do a small one." And we didn't even know what it was. I said, "What do you mean a small cook-off?" He goes, "Well, look up IBCA. There's a schedule every weekend." And we found one. First one we did, it actually was in a little bar here in our neighborhood, like 20-something teams. And we hit a first brisket, first rib, third chicken, and won it. We're like, man, These small cook-offs are all right.
Yeah, that's the way to start out right there.
And that's where it took us, and we took off from there and started.
Hey, real quick, I'm seeing a few Facebook messages with nothing on them, and that's what I talked about earlier. They're having an issue today. So if you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube, man. Do us a favor, jump over to YouTube. Producer Ty will put the link in the comments if you're not already on YouTube. But jump over there. That's the way we can see your comments, and we'd like to get you involved in the show. We're at 75K right now, which is great, but I feel like a lot of people that are on Facebook aren't being recognized. So except for Aaron. Aaron's on Facebook. He's like, "What's up, bitches?" We can see his comment, but some of them, I don't know. I think it's hit or miss. But if you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube. Producer Ty will put our link in there, and we would love to interact with the Gooder Gang. Anyway, so you guys jumped right into those big contests, and I still feel like you're doing it right now. But those smaller ones are the way to go whenever you're getting involved in there. But what do you remember about the scene back then? You I guess attended, so you guys had an idea of what to expect or what to do as far as or how to get involved in barbecue. Back in the day, I remember barbecue pit masters was a big deal. That's kind of what got me involved. But I think y'all started, 3 or 4 years before I did. So it's those San Antonio rodeos are special, and y'all have heard me talk about it. It's one of my top 5s throughout the country. So fast forward a little bit, and let's talk about, when you're in, you started, you had a little success there, but talk about, like 3 or 4 years in, what was the scene like back then? That's about what the time that I started, I think.
Yeah, it was like I was saying earlier, it was very regional, but every cook-off we showed up to in the San Antonio area, it was Clarence Joseph, it was Ernest Cervantes,
Giant.
Darwin Hole, Clint Swindoll. I mean, I'm probably going to bring up a lot of names tonight that a lot of people that are watching have never heard of, but they
Which
were
is awesome. That's what we like to hear.
They were killing it and tearing it up back then. And every time we showed up to a cook-off, that's who you were up against every single week, and it was tough. It was tough, but it made you fight for it, and made you try to be better, made you want to win.
I think our best year was probably 2016 was our best year. I think that's when we got our first GC at Bear County, when Bear County was big. That was a really good cook-off. And I think that was our first GC. The week before that, we had got a first place brisket in a stacked field, and we were just thrilled. And then the week after Bear County, we went to Kirby. Archie had asked me, his wife had to do baseball that weekend. And he said, "Hey, will you do my beans since y'all aren't cooking?" I'm like, I'm not doing beans for somebody else. I said, "Steve, we're cooking." And this was, like on Monday or Tuesday, and we had to go find all of our meat for that cook-off and get everything ready. And I think Cade had a baseball game.
Coaching baseball. He had a game on that Friday.
So we show up late, have to get the boxes in the morning. And that was a very special day. We hit first chicken, first ribs, and first brisket.
What?
Yes. And that was something that we will never, ever forget. That feeling was amazing.
Have y'all
that is something everybody strives for. Eddie, what's that called?
Hat trick.
Hat trick.
Have y'all only done it once, or have y'all done it more than once?
No, we've only done it once. We've got a first, second, third a couple times, and I think
I like a first, second, third.
First, third. Yeah, we've done that a couple times, but that was only hat trick. And I don't even know. We're over the top about it now. We appreciate it. I think at the time, I don't know that we appreciated it as much as. It was huge. Don't get me wrong. We knew it was big, but I appreciate it more today than I did, that Sunday.
Yeah.
And again, because it was Darwin Hole was RGC, so it was over Giant Barbecue. CJ was there. All those guys that I named earlier. I don't think Ernest was there, but Tim Milligan used to cook that cook-off all the time. I don't know if he was there that year or not, but it was just
Kevin Knight. Yeah,
everybody that we looked up to and respected and admired back then was there. It was, probably 35 teams or so, and a lot of really good ones. And that's the part of it that I appreciate more now is who was in that field, and we were able to.
I'm loving I'm loving some of the names I'm hearing. Kevin Knight and all these guys that I respect as well. And they were in that Central Texas area where you're competing right now. Roy in Austin, he's checking in. He said, "Honor the legends, respect the ones before you." Absolutely. And I'm hearing all these names that some people may not recognize. We've got a lot of new people in barbecue. That's why I wanted to bring you guys on. Not the fact that you guys are, we've been doing it at the same time. So, just to hear backward Jackson people are paying you guys respect. Robert Smith, one of the top cookers in our sport, great folks. They kick my butt every time I go to Poteet. What does that mean to hear something like that from I feel a legend like Robert Smith?
Yeah, it is. It's amazing.
That's appreciated. And it's Poteet. He gets us back everywhere else we go.
Yeah.
How do you feel the sport's changed a little bit, man? And ma'am,
you go first on that one.
The classes. It
Yeah.
brings everybody up to a more even field. Everybody's cooking. When you start, highly recommend classes because it takes away what we went through, the trying and the testing and all of this. The classes put you ahead of the game, and to see everybody, it's tough. It's very tough.
Yeah, it's tough week in and week out. No matter where you go, it's hard. And you know, just I think the whole level across the board has changed. You know, there's so much information out there. There's the videos. There's, you know, anything you can find on the internet. There's just a ton of information out there to make everybody a better cook, and it just makes it that much harder now than it used to be.
Yeah, I feel like since there's so many,
Plus, it makes it fun.
Since there's so many classes now, I feel like more people are just releasing more information, not caring, you know, like, well, they're going to learn it anyway. So might as well start making content on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and just putting out secrets that you wouldn't have put out last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? So, man, I wouldn't mind seasoning my ribs now on, you know, on a Instagram video, just because, man, you still have to cook it. And most of the people are using the same shit now anyway, you know?
Well, I cut my chops in the time that Tara and Steve did as well. There was nothing like that. Not only that, there was no classes, there was no sharing, and there was not like, you couldn't go to HEB. There might have been like 3 or 4 rubs in a little end cap. Now you have a whole pretty much half an aisle if you go to HEB and see all these different rubs. And of course, you got people like, you know, stores now, like the barbecue store in Hempstead that's right there, advertised right there, to where you can go and ask around. And then, of course, YouTube and Reels, like Eddy mentioned. Right now, you can look on Instagram right now and see some really great techniques, really great information. But back in the day, there wasn't none of that, right, Tara?
There was not. Well, I don't know when CJ started his classes, but he was one of the
probably
first.
a few years in. CJ was one of the first people I remember doing them. I know there were KCBS classes out there in other parts of the country, but CJ was the first one around here that I remember.
James Pavi, I'll give him a shout out. What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? What's up, my man? We got Xbox boys. Eddy, you talking about? They made it. Xbox boys are in the house. What's up, boys? How are you? Yeah, man. So it's completely different. Go ahead, Eddy.
No, I was about to say, as far as, you know, the classes and saying, you know, Tara said the new people are eliminating what we had to go through to learn how to barbecue. Man, I embrace going through what I went through. You know what I mean? Because I cooked for like a year, almost 2, without a class.
Who are you calling you people?
Huh? Who are you talking about?
No, I'm just kidding. So.
Oh, I don't know. But, you know, I like the fact that I, you know, taught myself and learned, and, you know, trial and error and all that for, you know, a year or 2, to where I was able to get my own first brisket, my own first rib, my own first chicken before I took a class. You know, and I did take a class. I actually took Clarence's class, but it wasn't until, you know, a year, maybe a year and a half later. But that startup, man, I love that. And that's what makes a cook a cook. I think if you don't give up in that time frame, then you're going to be a cook forever.
Yeah. It probably took us 2.5 years of cooking on our own before 16. So we probably started on our own team probably sometime mid 2013, I guess. And it took us a good 2.5 years, and just, showing up every week and trying to figure it out, and
Trial and error.
Yeah. And I'm doing that right now with chicken. So
it comes and goes.
So, man, this weekend I'm going back to basics, straight old school chicken. See what happens.
So, what are you guys looking for in a contest right now when you're checking out schedules? And we'll catch up on how well y'all have been doing. I promise you. But I'm just want to know, what are you guys looking for in a contest right now? You know, you guys said you're not cooking as often. So what's it looking like for Backward Jacks?
You know, we tend to cook a lot of the same cook-offs every year, stuff that's local to us, you know, an hour and a half away.
Right.
We do a lot around Pleasanton, Poteet, Jordanton, Hondo, you know, out in that area. Castroville is one that we like to do. And then as far as traveling, like, you know, we went out to the Davis Mountains for the first time.
Oh,
Tara's mom actually has a property out there, so we'd been out there before and knew it was a great place. And then we met Jennifer a couple years ago, and we couldn't go last year. We wanted to go last year, and I think we had a graduation from one of the boys, right?
Yes.
He's in the Navy. We had a graduation for a ceremony to go to, so we weren't able to go last year, and so we wanted to make it a point to go out to that one. We like to try a couple new ones a year, and then we kind of stick to the ones that are here that are special to us for whatever reason. Whatever the benefit is, or whatever it's for. We got a few of those that we like to do, so we stick with those.
We'll definitely talk about Smoking the Mountains because you guys kill it. Let's do it right now. What a great event, man. I have yet to do it, but I am jealous every time that I can't do it. This was year 2 that they've had it. Jennifer and Joe do an amazing job as promoters are out there to go out, or Jennifer's the promoter, Joe cooks. But talk about that experience, just the venue real quick before we get to how you guys did out there. But talk about the venue. I guess you have family or people out there, right?
My mom has property out there, so it's just a place to visit. The venue is amazing. It was absolutely beautiful. We stayed in Hillside Motel, and it's like a house. It was really cool. Highly recommend doing this cook-off. If you get the chance, do it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful town. The weather's a tiny bit cooler. It's drier, so you don't have the stifling heat that we get down here. But beautiful area, beautiful drive to get out there. And it's one of those events where the whole town is there, and they're all excited that we're there, and they're all having fun, and people are walking around and visiting, and it's all around a cool event. The awards are cool. They got live music, both days, all day, all night. It's fun, and it's a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make it there next year because I've missed it the last 2 years, and fuck yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be there next year. And it looks like a great event. So congratulations again on that.
So for those that don't know, you guys RGC'd that one, right?
Yeah, we did.
They RGC there. They had a huge look at that right there. Smoking them out. That's their check. We covered it up right there. But what a great moment, man. And everybody, just the field that you were amongst, and to go out there and RGC that event. Sergio Chapa GC'd that event that day, and they were on a couple weeks ago, and they were just talking about how special that was and what that meant to them. What does that mean to you guys to go out there amongst your peers that you respect and cook against each and every week, man, to go out there and to take that RGC home?
I mean, it's awesome. That's what we go out there for, is to try to win, and you want to compete against the best, and to go out there. And there's actually a lot of teams out there that we don't face off against a lot.
Yeah.
We see.
Yeah, they brought people from all over.
Yeah, they come from everywhere. So, there's a handful of guys. Josh, we only probably cook with Josh or against Josh a couple times a year.
Josh Hale?
Yeah. Aaron,
they're all right.
Aaron, we don't get to see a whole lot. It's just not the circles we travel in. So
he's all right.
To go in with those guys and have a good day like that is good.
Oh, absolutely. No, that was a stacked field out there in Fort Davis that weekend, and to go bring that RGC home, y'all should be very proud of that. Let's talk about what's one of your favorite barbecue moments that you guys experienced in the last 15 years.
Definitely the hat trick.
Talked about it. Yeah, that's got to be.
The hat trick was cool. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anything other stick in probably Fort Davis, I'd imagine.
Well, no, I would say our first grand champion at Bear County. That one was very special too, and that was my first time getting a first place rib call, I believe, and so yeah, it was fun. Yeah. We've got a fifth brisket.
Steve's like, whatever.
We
think so. Whatever. I think so.
We tend to be
real quick. If you guys have any questions for Backward Jacks, Tara and Steve, put them in the comments. Producer Ty will make sure to star them, and we will. That's one of the questions, Reggie. Vince, we'll ask that question. But if you guys have any question for them, put them in the comments, and we'll make sure we get them asked to Backward Jacks, because they, like we talked about, they've been at it for 15 years. So lots of information I'm sure that they've forgotten about. They've been doing it so long. But maybe we can jar some memories and talk to them a little bit about that. Go ahead. I thought you were going to say something, Steve.
Well, I was going to say, you know, we tend to do. We're kind of a smaller cook-off team. You know, we tend to do better like the 25 to 50 range is kind of where we do better at. So I wish we had some stories of a real big cook-off that we rolled into and pulled off a good walk or something. But San Antonio, we've been cooking. I think we decided 2009. And I think we've cooked it every year that it's been since. And we have yet to get a banner there.
We want that banner.
So, you know, that's on the bucket list of things to get, but that tends to be our luck at the bigger cook-offs is something just doesn't go our way. And, but the smaller ones is where we have a better luck at.
I graduated high school in 2009. So.
Oh my gosh, Eddy.
fucking Eddy. Hi. Kick him off. This is yeah, so so that is what. So look, we talked about the Western Wood series. What do you guys remember about that? And Pleasanton, the Turn and Burn. What a cool classic, traditional contest for Texas. Just back in the day, that was Clarence, that was Giant, that was Ernest, Burnt Bean. You guys. A lot of traditional Texas teams, SNS pit crew.
Not us.
What I mean, y'all were there though, right?
We were there in spirit, I guess. But
why I don't know how competitive. I want to know when I graduated.
Yeah. What I remember the most about that point series is the cold.
It was freezing.
In New Braunfels, it was I don't think it got above 29 the whole weekend. The first one at Green at the Harley Davidson place.
Yes, and then Helotes.
Did y'all run that one?
Yeah, we cooked all three of this point series.
Yeah.
Damn.
Helotes, I think it snowed on Friday, so people couldn't even roll in there until
Saturday morning.
Until Saturday.
We're talking
the night before. Thursday.
What was that? 15, 16, 17? When was that?
Oh, it was 15 at the latest.
Okay, at the latest. Okay, so y'all GC'd. Which one did y'all GC?
No.
Oh,
None of those.
None of those.
Okay.
That was when we were kind of getting started on our own. We were still cooking the big cook-offs, and we're still trying to find our way.
Right. But it was a great series. So it was, for those that don't remember, we just had the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation series, similar but different. I think there was only 3 contests, and they were all huge events going on with that Western Wood series. And they had like the one at Harley Davidson. I remember our good friends Joe and Kristen Severson. They won with Cool Hands Cookers back in the day. I remember their trophy was like a piston and rods. Pretty freaking cool. That was a good time. Yeah, if you guys, okay, apparently people are putting their graduation year in the comments. Put it in the comments. Put your grad year in the comments. For Roy, if you really want to know, I graduated in the, y'all take a guess. Y'all take a guess when Rob graduated high school back in the day.
I'm going to say in the late 1900s.
I mean, it was.
That sounds horrible.
I mean, it was.
That sounds horrible.
I did graduate in the late 1900s. It does sound terrible, doesn't it, Tara? It's terrible. My goodness.
Shit.
Yeah, put your graduation year, and Eddy is correct. I did graduate in the late 1900s. When you say it that way, it's Ty. Go ahead, producer Ty's in the house.
Hey, I have a quick question. So, I mean, it's obvious from all of the comments that you guys are hell of a cooks, and you've just GC'd an event. We showed the picture, but also what I'm seeing that's really resonating in the comments is people are saying that you're so helpful. You're golden people. I hear that you're a baseball coach. You got multiple boys, and had to take time off. So, what is it that makes you guys tick? Is this a family thing for y'all, and who else is involved in like the routine?
Well, now it's just us.
Yeah.
Our youngest graduated from high school this year. He quit cooking pork chops at about the age of 12, 13. I guess he lost interest in that, but he used to go with us to all of them. He did a lot of Kids Q events.
My cousin Corey started with us, and then he was like, "Oh, y'all are crazy. I'm out. I'm gonna go fishing."
Crazy as in you're dedicated and cook so much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, really, it's her and I. I mean, we week in and week out, it's just us. The kids kids don't go with us anymore. We got 2 boys that are, one's in the Navy. He's a diver stationed in Japan. And the oldest boy was a Navy diver also. He just got out last year. He's in the reserves, and he's with San Antonio Fire Department Academy right now.
Wow.
And then our youngest one just graduated high school.
Well, thank you very much for your family service. I myself served in the Army for 18 years, 7 months. I deployed a bunch of times. And for the audience, being a Navy diver, thank you. Being a Navy diver, just for the audience edification, is one of the hardest rates to make in any of the armed forces. I mean, we're talking like Navy divers right up there with Delta Force and all the special forces communities. So that's amazing. Thank you for your family service. I'm impressed, and I'm not easily impressed. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
But I hear this all the time, and then I got one lame question. What is your walk-up song whenever you do CBA events?
Oh, nice.
Good One Coming On by Blackberry Smoke.
I bet it's a cool song. I'm gonna have to listen.
He's gonna look it up right now and maybe play a snippet, Ty, or we don't get killed.
Smoke. Got it.
To where we don't get canceled. Ty, thank you for your service as well, my man. You're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for Backward Jacks, Tara and Steve. Thank you all for being ambassador. I love hearing from OGs. I'm class of 1994, by the way.
Oh, there you go. For that, if whoever properly guesses my graduating year, I will we'll throw a some Texas oil dust throw your way. Whoever gets it correctly named the year first in will get a couple bottles of some Texas oil dust. No one, I haven't seen it yet in the comments there, but put your year, your class year in there, and then whoever gets it first will get some couple bottles of some Texas oil dust, because he's in the comments right now. He said, "What's up, bitches?" So it's
I'm gonna say 88, Rob.
You're wrong.
What?
You're wrong. I mean, look at this fine beard right now. Come on, guys. Let's go. I haven't seen it yet. Have not seen it yet. Somebody said, Tara, are they married? You're somebody. What was that comment there, Ty? If you can find that, something about a marriage. Oh, there it is right there. I'm married to Tara's classmate, so I know what year that was.
Hey, that's enough, Donnie.
Absolutely.
I'll throw that one out there.
So how is important, or what does that mean to you guys? You hear a bunch of people talking about how awesome you guys are. Eddie said it earlier. They clap for everybody. You guys are amazing. I love seeing you guys at a contest. You guys are what barbecue people, what we feel like our barbecue people community is or strives to be. You guys are great. You guys are friendly. You guys invite everybody over. Y'all clap for everybody. And I love seeing you guys walk, because I'm a big supporter of you guys, and I'm clapping if I'm at an event with you guys, or even when I'm at home and I'm seeing y'all and I'm like, hell yes, this is great. What does that mean for you guys?
It's great. I guess we do it because that's who we are, but you don't realize how it affects other people or how they see it. So yeah, it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I mean, it's nice to see that. We don't do it because we want. I don't know what to say. We're not doing it to get a response from somebody. We're doing it because we're genuinely happy for them, and we know how hard this is. And we're thankful to be out there every weekend, and to be able to do what we do. It's an expensive hobby, man. There's a lot of people that are struggling right now to pay bills, and we still have the blessing of being able to go out and cook and do this stuff. So we're very thankful for that, and we're happy to be out there, and we enjoy it. We do it because it's fun. We do it because we have a good time with it. We avoid the drama. We're there to have fun and get away from work and get away from all the bullshit and just have a good weekend. Mm-hmm. And we're happy when we do well, but we're genuinely happy for everybody else when they do well too, because they earned it.
Absolutely. They have earned it.
They have earned it. Yeah. We I forgot what I was going to say.
It's okay.
I lost
Keep
the
drinking.
thought there, but yeah.
I like it. I like it. Eddie, you got something? Because real quick, Jackie Milligan, yes, power team. if you can't just throw numbers out there, guys. You got to whoever's first with the number. Don't come back and throw another number out there. But I think I saw it. I just can't confirm if it's their only number out there. So Eddy, somebody, fucking Reggie, 1978. No, 1978. I was playing Little League baseball somewhere. 75. Not what year I was born. This is what year I graduated high school. People, come on. Eddy, got a question for him?
Yeah, I have a question. And I feel like I have this question for all the couple teams. Can y'all cook without each other? Like, have y'all ever, and could y'all, and how would that go?
Good question. I'm gonna step out just for a minute. I'll be right back.
We have not.
We have not cooked separately, but I believe that. Well, I know Steve can for sure. But yeah, I think I could.
Yeah, you think you could? Do you think he can?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So do y'all kind of go ahead?
We both know we have our roles, but I know what the way she cooks. She knows the way I cook. She's cooked everything that we cook. I've cooked everything that we cook, but we do it together. And I don't see us ever being a team that does a separate husband and wife team. Where it's me and her, and we're going to do it that way.
I'm not doing that many dishes.
Yeah. Throw my dishes in the trash bag and bring them home. But I was just wondering because I know a lot of people, they're like, man, they're kind of thrown off when their partner isn't there, and it's usually the guy that goes alone and the wife stays home or whatever, but they're all over the place. My buddy Josh being one of them, he's like, fuck, I wish Stacy was here, I wish my wife was here. And cause I get she does a lot of helps him out a lot, and that's why I'm wondering if
when we say that we could do it, we're both capable of doing it. But it's definitely better. It's better to have the help and have somebody there.
Oh yeah,
it would be it would be a whole lot tougher to do it all alone.
Because there's stuff that she does that how to do, but it's her thing, so you never have to worry about it.
Right.
And same with
and I respect I respect people that cook on their own, man.
I do, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to do that, and the timelines are tight, and to have everything down to the T the way that you got to have it to do that's respectable.
Yeah, I think. For me, I started off cooking, by myself. Really, my wife would just join me, but she never really does anything. Just there for more support. But KCBS probably whenever it gets it's a little tough. That's when she helps me, taking the boxes and stuff like that. But it's pretty easy once you get it down. So, what do y'all have lined up coming up next?
Nothing for a while, man.
No,
we're
September probably.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Probably Hondo in September will be our next one.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot going on this summer. We got a lot of traveling plans going on this summer, but we really haven't cooked summer since COVID, when everything got shut down and we spent every weekend in the pool. And we kind of realized, hey, man, this ain't so bad being in the water instead of being next to a bunch of 300-degree pits.
I know it.
And so
what do y'all cook?
We hit it real hard in the spring and the fall, but summertime we knock off for a while.
I see a lot of people take the summer off, or the July, some of August, and So what do y'all cook on?
An offset and 2 barrels.
We got a one-man cart pit.
Oh, nice.
And 2 drums.
Hell yeah.
All right, sorry, I had to go take care of something, but he asked when I left, could y'all do it without each other? And one of my questions was team dynamic. How you guys approach? Did they answer that already, Eddy? But how do you guys approach a contest? Who's doing what? And how's that shape out for a team backward jacks?
Trimming, I do chicken and ribs, and he does brisket and pork on trimming. Yes.
Yeah. Cooking, I cook the brisket. She cooks the ribs. She seasons the pork, but I cook it on the one man. And we kind of both have a hand in how we do our chicken. So it's kind of her ribs, my brisket, and the other 2 are pretty equal parts between both of us.
Y'all are a true team. You guys are
and we collaborate
different things. Yeah.
collaborate on a lot of things. Like if we want to change something, we talk about it and, the good and the bad and what do we think? And, sauces, I'll mix sauces and go, okay, you pick this one or this one. And we do a lot of it. It is together.
So what are those sauces that you mixed? What is it? I'm just kidding.
We use Kraft.
Kraft, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yes, those two. Mix those.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the best-selling barbecue sauce.
Man, I'll tell you what. That banner that I got in San Antonio in 2019 had Sweet Baby Ray's on them ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So
for real?
There you go.
For real.
There you go, my man.
Yep.
Jackie Milligan.
Starting, so
Jackie Milligan, another husband and wife team. Or is it more wife and husband team on that squad? But have y'all ever competed against each other?
No. Not really.
Not really.
Just within the contest.
Yeah,
itself.
I was going to say there's too much laughing there. There's got to be a story. Please tell the story.
What's the story there? Come on, Tara.
Well, it was a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a cook-off that didn't have enough teams. So one husband and wife team separated and said, okay, we'll do 2 teams. And so we said, all right, we'll do 2 teams. So we kind of cooked separate, but it was funny because we had to use a PK grill for the chicken and the ribs. It was an experience.
So who won?
The ribs looked like fajitas when they were done because they were horrible ribs. We had to go buy the meat that night too at the local HEB in Refugio.
So who won between y'all two?
I did.
Nice. I heard Steve crack open a beer. I love that. Tung Nguyen has a question. Chef Tung, who you can find on Barbecue Showdown on Netflix next week. No, excuse me, 2 weeks from now, and he'll be our guest along with Richard Fergola. Anyway, he says y'all have a safe word when things get too heated amongst you guys.
Yes, we do, or we did. We don't really have to use it anymore. But back in the day, we did. We changed it every weekend just because. Yeah, we did.
But the longest running one was Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, Moose Knuckle.
I don't even want to know. I mean, I kind of want to know. Kind of want to know, but this is a family show, Steve. Come on now. Gary Kelly said, ask Tara if she will give up her hangover breakfast recipe for the San Antonio Rodeo Cook-Off.
Well, sure. It's enchiladas and eggs.
Ooh.
Enchiladas and eggs.
Enchiladas and eggs. That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you do that every San Antonio Rodeo Cook-Off or what?
Yes, it's a tradition. We do that one, and we'll do it at the bigger ones. Or if somebody says, "Hey, I'll pitch in."
If we got a big group.
Yeah, a big group.
Nice.
And
are you guys
with a bunch of fried eggs on top?
Are you guys superstitious at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am more than he.
Yeah.
I am. Eddie's not. Talk about your superstitions, please, Tara. What's something you have to have before you even show up at a contest?
Okay. Well, the ones that we've done really good at now is I don't wear any jewelry while we're cooking. So that's the new thing. If I do it once and we do well, then that's the new one. So
I got a Texas Oil Dust shirt from Aaron with the fat guy on the back dancing, says "Body Barbecue." I wear that every Friday at a cook-off. That's my Friday shirt at a cook-off.
So you do have a little superstitions.
A little bit, not as much as her.
Eddie's got none, apparently.
I don't have any.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. What a great question, G. Walt.
I tried to have one, but I was like, man, it's not working.
G. Walt is doing the show. Producer G. Walt from the back. He has a great question. How'd the name come about, Backward Jacks?
We when we got started, we built a homemade trailer. Me and our cousin Corey, my buddy. We built a homemade trailer out of a flatbed, put an offset smoker on the front, built a countertop and a sink in it. Whatever. It was a cool setup for a first deal for a homemade thing. It worked good for us, but neither one of us were great welders, and I'm not a welder at all. Corey tack welded it up, and we put this thing together and we took it to a friend of mine who was a professional welder. And he said, yeah, I'll finish it out for you. Just bring it over. And so I went over there with a couple of stabilizer jacks for the front where the pit sat across the front. And I said, here, mount these up here. He said, okay, no problem. So we picked the trailer up about a week later and got it home. And I went to set it up at the first cook-off. And when we spun the jacks down, he mounted them right on the corner and there was an upright. So when you went to turn the handle, it wouldn't go anywhere. So you had to pull the pin and turn the jack sideways and like twist the handle like this and get it as close as you could and then stand it up and leave the thing twisted. It was a total pain in the ass to work those jacks. And when we first started all the big cook-offs, we just went by Underdogs. That was our first team name. And when we decided we were going to change names, it was about that time, and we were trying to decide on something, and we couldn't. You know, we were trying to stay away from, you know, smoke and sauce and all the cliche barbecue kind of names, trying to think of something original. And it was actually at San Antonio Rodeo Cook-Off, Saturday night, pretty late.
That was Sunday morning.
And we're about to go to bed. But she said, go over there and fix your backward jack so that we can get the hell out of here in the morning. And everybody laughed and kind of took off. And I went and started looking at names and playing with signs and whatever. And I found it was e-signs, actually. I was trying to make a banner. And they have a function on there where you can invert the word, and I flipped the jacks backward on there, and I sent her the font with that flipped, and she liked it, and it stuck, and that was it.
Ever since, huh?
Yeah. So we actually rebuilt that trailer a few years later and had one-man pits mounted on it, and I left those jacks on the front on purpose.
But now we no longer have it.
That's a good name story. I haven't heard a good name story like that.
I think that's the best name story.
The best one,
yeah, that I think we've heard on this show. Really cool. All right, guys, there it is right there. That's their logo right there, backward jacks, right in the center there. All right, so you guys have a chance to take a moment, kick the tires. We're at the top of the show. If you guys have any more questions for backward jacks, we will ask them. I promise you. Robert Smith had a question. Are you guys incorporating any blues hog? We'll get to some technical stuff as much as you guys want to share in just a minute. But he asked if you guys are using any blues hog. We'll just give a tease in any of your stuff.
No, not right now.
It's like, no, there it is. There you go, Robert. The answer is no. The answer is no. All right, so you guys have a chance to take a break, about a 5-minute break. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. We'll do the upcoming events segment, and then we'll come back with Eddy, talk to them about their Mt Rushmore and barbecue homies, what that is, so they can have a moment to think about that while I pull up the wrap-up recap in the other one.
Yeah, so your barbecue homie, I mean, whoever you every weekend you cook, you know, somebody you look forward to setting up with or hanging out with, or, you know, just pretty much your barbecue scene friend or best friend or whatever. And then your Mt Rushmore, man, 4 people that you look up to in barbecue, looked up to, or, you know,
helped you along the way, or, you know, stuff like that. So you get 4, and then you get 1 in the gift shop, which almost made the list, but didn't make it. So think about that, and when Rob's ready, we'll bubble gum. You introduced the bubble gum, bro.
Yeah, so new for the gumball machine homie. So not quite your barbecue homie, but if that one didn't show up, you'd call the other one.
Gotcha.
All right, so both of you guys have a chance to take a small break. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap in the upcoming events segment, and then we'll bring you back in. Ty will play a little music, and then are you guys going to stick around for some Rate My Boxes?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have Tara and Steve stick around with Eddy and I for some Rate My Boxes. What's up, Jen? Jen Lee checking in. All right, let's play some music, Ty. Let's pull them down, and Eddy, you want to stick around for this? You want to go kick the tires?
I'll probably go get another drink and kick the tires. I'll be right back.
All right, I got you. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap this past weekend. Everybody, the Gooder Gang, if you, unless your name is heard, if you want to go make a drink, kick the tires, we still have about 50 minutes left in this show. We're going to go 2 hours tonight. We're going to hear the Mt Rushmore and the Barbecue Homies with Backward Jacks. And then we're also going to do the Rate My Boxes. Ty, how many boxes do we have at this point?
We have 13 boxes tonight.
I think we're good, huh?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. I think we are good. All right. In the Champions Barbecue Alliance at the SS American Memorial Cook-Off, we got the grand champion, Mr. Jose Espino from Bios Barbecue. The RGC was Mr. Josh Hale, and with his partner, Miss Stacy Hale from Sure Shot Barbecue.
We need to get up.
Somebody go buy corn.
I'll go buy another fucking corn dog.
I'm Josh Hale, the corn dog. Hi, Josh Hale. On the other.
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
The Corn Dog King. Congratulations, Mr. Josh Hale, over in the IBCA last weekend. Kids Unlimited Barbecue Cook-Off. The grand champion was Stephen Foster from DNS Cookers, and the RGC. Shout out to Mr. Tom Clark from JC's Good Old Boys. There he is.
JC's Good Old Boys.
Producer Ty in the house. Jen Lee sitting over there, right there. Congratulations to everybody in the Kids Unlimited Barbecue Cook-Off. All right, over in the next. That's me, Ty. My bad. I'll go back. Outlaw Barbecue Association.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right, we had the 903 Barbecue Cook-Off. Grand champion, Mr. Jeff Wyatt from Redneck Cookers. The RGC was Stephen Peacock from Mac Daddy Q. Congratulations. And over in Lone Star, we had the Bangs Cowboy Cook-Off. I'll say that again slowly. Bangs Cowboy Cook-Off. We had the grand champion, Mr. Bobby Haggerton. And the RGC was Daniel Rodriguez. And in the KCBS, we had the Giant National Capital Barbecue Battle. We're going 3 here. We're going 3 deep because there's a good reason I'm going 3 deep tonight. Grand champion, Good Googly Goo Barbecue. Congratulations. The RGC is the fat is where it's at. Those are 2 really good names right there. 3 really good names because 3rd overall, shout out to Kevin Hernandez, Manuel Moreno, and Bobby Delgado checking it in from My Pits Are Burning and Texas Original Charcoal checking in. And Darren Proctor's in the comments right now. 3rd overall, congratulations at the great Giant National Capital Barbecue Battle in Washington, D.C. And then we had the great Lenexa Barbecue Battle. Grand champion, Mulkey's Barbecue. RGC was Smoky Bay's Barbecue. And I think that's going to do it for the wrap-up recap. Shout out to Bullpring Wraps and Graphics. You need any graphics, wraps, banners, signs, stickers, whatever you need. Check out Bullprinting Wraps and Graphics. All right, let's bring up the upcoming event segment sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. It's going to be in December 13th and 14th, 2024 in Uvalde, Texas. My goodness. Okay, that's next week. I'm sorry. We have nothing going on this weekend, but that is prepping you guys for next week. We're already prepared. This weekend in IBCA, we got the Smoke in the Pines Barbecue Cook-Off in Livingston, Texas. That is a state championship. If you guys are looking for a state championship, go to IBCA, Smoke in the Pines, Livingston, Texas. There you go. You can get you a qualifier for the Jack. Next is, LC Barbecue was in Ogden, Utah. Thank you, little gringo. Ogden, Utah. Shout out to LC Barbecue. Play the clip, Ty. We'll do some Ogden, Utah.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue. You're watching the So Smoking Good Show.
Shout out to LC Barbecue number 6 for LC qualifiers. Hopefully he gets number 7 for the Jack. Miss Jen Lee brings a great comment right here. Closing out the season. What she is talking about is the Livingston event. Let me go back there. Ty, can you go back one? There he goes. Smoking the Pines will close out the IBCA season. Livingston, Texas. I know Ira Green is still leading by a narrow margin over Randall Kendrick. So good luck to both of those guys. Best of luck. Whoever comes out on top, good luck. All right, yeah, that'll close that out. All right, we did the Outlaw. Have we done the Outlaw? No. Outlaw Barbecue Association. Go ahead.
Pew, 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 pew.
There it is. 4th Annual Rogers Spring Fest Cook-Off in Rogers, Texas. There's another state qualifier right there. And in Lone Star Barbecue Society, we have the TNT Fest Barbecue Cook-Off in Jacksboro, Texas. That is also a state championship. And we got the Wildcatters Barbecue Blowout in Big Lake, Texas. All right. That's going to wrap it up for the wrap-up recap and the upcoming events segment. Let's bring our guest back. There's our co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales. Eddy, what you thinking so far, my man?
Man, it's going good. I'm enjoying it.
We're going good. All right. There's the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. That's coming up in September. That is a KCBS event. If you guys have not registered, here we go. Side note, DD is 56 teams already. Jen, you're capping it, I believe. Are you capping it this year? I think we capped it at 100 teams last year. Or was that the same thing? Eddy, did you hit a rib call last year, didn't you, at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic?
I think so. I think it was second, bro. I don't know who had first.
Yeah, we have to research that. Ty, can you do some research on who hit first at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic in ribs? 150. She's going 50 more this year. There you go. It's going to be a big time event. KCBS. Have you guys done many KCBS events?
One. And it was a state cook-off on Friday.
It was a Bedford Blues thing.
IBCA on one day and then KCBS on the other day.
I was there. Didn't know what I was doing, but I was there with y'all.
We were learning. Learning.
Absolutely.
We did enjoy it.
What do you guys think? Have y'all I'm sure you have. Y'all qualified for the American Roll. Ever thought about going up, making that trip?
We have. It just seems like something always happens that weekend.
The first time we qualified for it, we knew we weren't ready and we weren't gonna try to jump into that deal yet. And then the last couple times, there's been. My mom got married on one of the weekends, and then we had some other big event that we had to go do the other time. So it took the question completely out. I mean, we just knew that we couldn't, so we didn't put a lot of thought into it. But it's something I'd like to do, and we've always said that if we were to ever get drawn for the Jack, that would probably be a drop everything and go to it, because you might not ever get that chance again. You know, with the Royal, we've hoped that we'll be able to qualify to get back in there. So we've passed it up. But
well, we only get a handful of these in Texas, and shout out to Jen Lee for bringing the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic to a KCBS event. We have the Cedar Park one in April. Can you think of another one, Eddy?
The Red Raider.
Red Raider out in Lubbock,
and
we're not against them. We could do it again.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's just they're all far, and we don't.
Well,
Cedar Park would be the easiest one for us to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we did Danny Dietz the last year. It was in Rosenberg.
We did that.
Okay, nice.
We did that one. It's a great cook-off.
It
was still
fantastic.
IBCA back then. We really had a good time out there.
Well, if you could do that in September, we'd love to have you back in September 11th weekend or around that area. The dates are like the 14th, I think. I don't know. Jen, put the dates in there, please. We will definitely mention this. What's that, Eddy?
It might be the 13th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's somewhere around there.
And we can Leander, so
$50K payout. Let's do it. Okay, I had a couple more questions before I get to your Mt Rushmore. Real quick, what's your category going into a contest where y'all feel the most confident in right now?
Brisket.
Probably brisket right now.
Brisket.
The brisket's on point right now.
That's chicken, a good one though.
Over our whole career, chicken has probably been the most consistent for us, where it just kind of always seems to stay in the running.
Yep.
And the other two bounce in and out. And the ribs are a lot like that too. I mean, the recipes that we run, for the most part, we've been running for a long time. We tweak and change and kind of adapt with what's going on, but we don't just we don't do new stuff very often.
Eddy, got anything?
Yeah, what are those recipes?
Let me type them out real quick on the notes.
Hey, can you give one?
buy them.
So I was going to ask you your favorite category or your best category going into a contest right now. Give us one tip that makes you feel so confident in brisket right now. You don't have to reveal anything special, but what do you think about brisket right now?
Honestly, I think right now our burn ends is doing it. We really took off when we started putting burn ends in the box.
Yeah,
There you go.
Right
Jackie said, "Do you turn burn ends?" Yes, burn ends. So, okay, people, we don't know about burn ends so much right now, and I feel like we're all learning burn ends real quick. But are you cooking them separately, obviously, and are you getting them a little longer? What's your secret to that?
Yeah, I separate the point and the flat now, and yeah, I cook Snake River, and there's so much marbling in there that you got to let them run for a long time, man, because that's the first few times we tried. I probably cooked them 3 times before we ever put them in the box because I just didn't get them rendered down enough. They just weren't to the tenderness that I wanted them. And funny enough, it was in Uvalde. I actually just forgot about them and left them on the pit and was sitting around drinking with the buddy next door and thought, okay, it's about time for me to go sauce my brisket and throw it back on the pit. And I went, oh shit, I never took the burn ends. So I went and grabbed them, and damn, they were good. And so that was kind of that's how I learned to let them run, leave them in there for plenty enough time, and let them go.
Especially a wag, right? They can take a little bit more.
Yeah,
Eddie, that's your. I feel like you're a really great brisket cook. Are you doing a lot of burn ends? I know I asked you.
No, I'm not doing burn ends. I'm doing slices. Shit, in Briscoe, I did slices. I think I got 3rd. So, and I haven't found the need to add the burn ends. So eventually I probably will.
Could have had first, bro.
Yeah, could have, but I think 3rd was good.
Well, no, it didn't pan out for us. So.
Yeah, it didn't work for us.
It didn't work good for us at all.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I've tried them once, maybe like at a cook-off just to see, but I didn't like them, and I don't like burn ends anyway. Like, I'm not a fan of them. So whenever somebody brings me a burn end to try, man, I'm a bad judge because I'm not gonna like it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I'm happy with our slices too. And who the hell knows what they're tasting when you put it in the box? But it's in there, and that's when we really kind of went on this little roll with the brisket here lately. We've had burn ends in the box every time, and it's been doing good. So that's the only thing that I can point out that has been different for us.
All right, here's a statement, not so much a question for you guys. Goudas Barbecue here from Maryland. Y'all boys from Texas can cook. Kevin from My Pits Are Burning told me about this show. So thank you. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you very much. Hope to come down to Texas and compete.
I think obviously in another comment, he said he was coming down in the fall. And he's
all right. Gordo Q got a fire recipe for chicken, Eddie. Holler at me.
I'm going back to that recipe right there. So
you're getting some help there. Looking forward to coming to Texas this fall. Eddie, I've been following for some time now. What do you recommend for a good contest to cook in the fall, Eddie?
When is the fall? Like October?
Yeah,
November?
September, October, November.
September, Danny Dietz.
There you
Leander.
go.
I mean, depending on where you're going, Leander, Danny Dietz. I'll be at one of those. Probably
awesome.
Danny Dietz.
Do you guys primarily cook CBA now, or do you cook all different Texas sanctioning bodies? We already asked the Royal question. There you go.
Yeah.
Pretty much CBA now.
Why is that?
I tend to stick with them. There's different reasons. We do like the hour turn-ins, the times when the awards are. It just makes it's quick and easy, and well, not easy, but it's quick.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's well run. And I kind of feel like that's where the majority of the cooks are at. There's always going to be a lot of good competition there, and that's not to say IBCA doesn't have it either. But there's IBCA cook-offs we like. We just tended to lean towards CBA.
All right, fair enough. Are you guys cooking Snake River Farms, Midlands, A9s? What are you guys doing?
Mainly Snake River. We've cooked a few Midland. We did a Midland in Uvalde, but mainly Snake River. I like to get my hands on it, man. I like to look at it and pick my own briskets, and So I typically
You're
go around
not a pre-cook guy. Pre-trimmed. I'm sorry, pre-trimmed guy. Yeah, ordering from somebody.
Yeah. I like to go look and feel it, look at it, pick it up, and we'll go hit 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 HEBs on a day and go meat shop and get our stuff and bring it home.
Jackie Milligan's asking me a question. Do I cook burn-ins? That's the goal. I always go into a contest now in CBA hoping to cook some burn-ins and see how they turn out. I feel like I'm having more success doing that as to not doing it. So yeah, I'm going in to do a burn-in. So I feel like a lot of cooks nowadays here in Texas anyway. Now, I did hang out with a lot of people in Kansas City this past weekend, and they're steering away from burn-ins. I feel like Texas teams are going towards burn-ins. Eddie, have you seen a little bit of that in the KCBS world?
Yeah, I've heard a lot that, man, a lot of people aren't doing burn-ins.
Yeah. I feel like they're shying away from it to where we're embracing it right now. And maybe we're, 5 years, 7 years behind the curve on what they've been doing. So, but right now I feel like it is it's a nice treat for a judge to open a box and have a burn-in in the box. And we're there. And I also talked to some master judges, and they don't give a shit. Master judges in KCBS do not care if there's a burn-in in a box or not right now.
Yeah.
What is it that you don't like about burn-ins, Eddie?
He can't cook them.
No. I just don't like eating them. I don't like how they taste. And it's not the cook. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like the way they feel in my mouth. That no Diddy, but they're just, I don't like them. I don't like how they kind of dissolve. I don't know. That's the whole point, right? They're supposed to just disappear, but not a fan of that.
All right, Ty, real quick. The answer to when Rob graduated high school. And go back and carefully look. I don't want people just throwing out numbers back and forth, but the one person that gave one answer, the year was 1990 was the year I graduated high school.
That's the year I was born.
Bitch, you said something else already.
I think I said that last time.
I don't like the double answer. That's not going to qualify. That's not going to qualify for me. So find somebody that said it once and once only. 1990 was the year. They're going to get 2 rubs from Texas Oil Dust on behalf of the So Smoking Gooder Show. All right, so now's the time, Ty. Let's play some music. There it is. I think that might be the answer right there. Yeah, Rob, 1990. Back in the day. Good stuff. Back in the day. All right, Ty, let's do Steven Wilson. Are you serious? I was 1 year old in 1991. Well, so you're born in 1990, Steven Wilson. Way to go. All right. Here we go. This is what everybody likes to hear other than the Rate My Box segment. Tara and Steve, you guys know what we do here. We do the Mt Rushmore. There's people that have inspired you, helped you along the way, maybe part of your barbecue journey. There's 4 people you want to put on the mountain, and then 1 that goes in the gift shop. They almost made it up there, but not quite. Ty did throw me off with that music earlier. So the Mt Rushmore, we'll put you guys solo. You guys are up. Mt Rushmore. Put them on your mountain.
All right. Well, you can't have a Mt Rushmore without the GOAT, and that's Fred. We've been cooking around Fred, with Fred, against Fred for a long time, and he's just phenomenal, man. He's a phenomenal person. Always treated us with respect. Always been super cool to us, and just crushes it everywhere he goes. And you can't not look up to that guy and respect him. And then somebody else I mentioned a little while ago was CJ. Clarence Joseph was a guy that we were facing off every single weekend, and he made you want to be better. And he's always been a great guy. And still to this day, when we see him, he always comes up, gives us a hug, says hi, sits down and visits with us. Just another super cool guy and a super great barbecue cook. And you can't have a Mount Rushmore without those 2 guys on it, in my opinion.
100%.
And then we have Danny Patton. He has helped us. The pit is amazing. And he is one that he doesn't help you outright. Like, come here, let me show you something. He does it quietly, or he'll send me a video, or he'll send me something, and then he'll tell us little things. And he's helped us a lot overcome some things. Pork was a big one, and he's always been really good and helpful. And then Archie
Bill's
Donahoe.
the best pit that there is.
Yeah. Archie Donahoe, when we first started, we met him and Tracy, and he helped us get over the backyard cooking and what to do and how to do it. He was wonderful in that. He helped us a lot.
Took us under his wing and got us really rolling in the right direction, and introduced us to a lot of great people and a lot of good cooks, and really helped us get into the game the way that it is. You know.
And then our gift shop, Aaron Leslie. Aaron, and we talk a lot at cook-offs. He's helped out a lot. We do use his product along with some others, but he's really helped us. He's been great.
Awesome. All right, so we got Fred Robles, who a lot of teams that we do this Mount Rushmore on, and a lot of teams that have been in the game for a little while always mention Fred Robles. He's on mine as well. Clarence Joseph, another one that's been in the game for a long time and still teaching people how to cook right now on YouTube right now. So shout out to Clarence. Danny Patton, good dude, man. You mentioned he's quiet about it, and I feel like that is perfect description of how he goes about his business. He's definitely a quiet guy. He's a force to be reckoned with. When you see Danny Patton in a contest, he's one you got to keep an eye on. And Archie Donahoe, that's awesome. That's a great list right there. Eddie, what do you know about the names? Obviously, you know about Fred.
Man, yeah, I know Fred. Yeah, he's one of the goats. Clarence Joseph, man, he's on my Mount Rushmore. I think he's been on since the first time I did it. So, Danny Patton, man, like you said, he's a force to be reckoned with, and especially at Shiner, Texas, where you'll be next weekend. So,
hopefully he'll be there too. Hopefully he'll be there.
And man, I don't know Archie, but man, sounds like a great person.
Yeah, he doesn't really cook anymore.
Yeah,
he's been out for a while, but he was the guy that really took us under his wing and got us rolling in the right direction.
And then you got Ron in the gift shop.
I don't know that guy. Who's that?
Good dude.
Aaron's
as far as
badass, man, I love Aaron. Cool motherfucker.
Yeah, that man. And then whoever, I guess it was Armando. I don't know. Ty. We'll figure that out here in just a minute at the end of the show. All right. So we have the barbecue homie segment, and this is somebody you guys want to hang out with, somebody you think about or call maybe during the week and talk barbecue. Both of you guys or one of you guys, somebody you want to sit up next to. It's self-explanatory. Who's your barbecue homie?
Funny right now,
I do like that right there.
We tend to be solo a lot of the cook-offs that we go to now. Charlie Rule, I'm going south, is that's my boy, and anytime he calls and he's setting up somewhere, we'll go. But he's cooking a lot of IBCA. We've been cooking a lot of CBA, so it's been a while since we've hung out together. And here lately, my buddy Vince from Smoky a long time. He's kind of getting back into cooking. He's been a cook for a long time. Only cooks a handful of times a year. He was with us down in Jordanton, hit a first place brisket in CBA, and it was a really cool moment to be there with him for that. But he's a good friend.
So he's in gumball.
He's what?
He's in the gumball.
Yeah, we'll put Vince in the gumball.
He's the gumball.
And Charlie's Rule is your barbecue homie. All right. That was awesome, man. That's a great list. It's all different and special to each and every guest that we have on the show, man. So Eddie, what do you think about that gumball? I love Eddie that created the gumball person. So are you paying a quarter for this guy, or is it a dime?
I think it's a quarter. I think it's a quarter.
It's a quarter. All right.
A dime it's not enough.
All right. Have we asked every question that we need to do? What's up, G-Wall? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think we got it right there. Armando Los Milagros. Q crew. Here we go. Rob, 1990. Yes, that's me. 1990. You're going to get 2 rubs of choice from Aaron Leslie's Texas Oil Dust. There you go. On behalf of the So Smoking Gooder Show, congratulations. You won the trivia for tonight. All right. Everybody's favorite part of the show right now. It's the Rate My Box, Eddy.
Rape my box.
No. Come on. Rate My Box. I think you guys have seen this, Steve, Tara. You've seen what we do here. Producer Ty will post a video or a picture, and we'll rate it. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good. 8 is fair. And 7 is personal and poor. So let's go play some music, Ty, and then put some boxes up there, and we'll go. Here we go. Josh has been waiting all night for this right here.
He's been waiting for 2 weeks.
So I think we'll just keep them up, Ty. Just keep them up, and we're going to go quickly through these. Not quickly, but, we got 40 minutes left in the show. Traditional, backward jacks. You guys are up first. No, I'm sorry. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Let's go. Come on. West Reed, 10. Brandon Perriman, 9. Let's go. We need some comments, guys. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. 9. 8. Robert Smith still watching. Shout out to Robert Smith. Get that number 7, Robert. We're all pulling for you, my man. 9. 8 from Jackie. If you guys rate it 8 or less, please put an 8 in why you're giving it an 8. All right. Backward jacks. Let's go.
I think we're going to go with an 8 on this one.
The back slices. That's where my eye went. It's the back slices. They're not.
A little uneven. That back one looks almost turned around.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look like it's going the same way. Well, I don't know.
All right. I'll go next. I agree with you guys. Those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices look really good. And then that one's just like, what? Okay. But I'll go 9. Eddy.
I mean, I'm gonna go 9. It's not terrible, but yeah, those 2 back slices they're not cutting it. But man, the first 5 do look good.
Are we thinking that's a true smoke ring?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
All right, next box, Ty. Here we go. All right, even though this is a KCBS box, we're going to rate it on CBA scale: 10, 9, 8, and 7. Gooder Gang, do your thing.
I'm good with that.
Gorda Q, 9, 10. Robert Smith, why an 8? Robert, please give us a reason. Why an 8? 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. Mostly 10. What's up, Darren Proctor? If you guys don't know about Darren Proctor, he's a wonderful photographer out of Washington, D.C. His wife worked for the Nationals during the Astros Nationals playoffs. She still may. 9, 10, 10. All right. What did Bad Knuckle. That's a good name for a barbecue team, Bad Knuckle Barbecue. 7 because they're Eddy's. Oh, okay. This might be Eddy's. Eddy, you want to go first?
I'm going to go 8 on these. I don't like the color on the tip of the
off of that one.
Of the joint.
The color on the tip of the joint. Are you talking about on the very bottom leg portion?
Leg, yeah. And they're uneven, man. The first one on the bottom left looks good. The rest of them look like shit. That's my box, so I wasn't happy with the presentation. I mean, with the presentation, yes, but after looking at the picture, I'm like, fuck, these fucking legs are all over the place. So it's an 8.
Tar and Steve, go ahead.
We'll go 9.
Why?
I mean, they're shiny. They look good. Not 10 just because of that back one. The color's different on the knuckle.
And that front one looks like the sauce rubbed off in the corner.
Yeah, sauce came off in the corner.
I actually,
They look good.
I like them. I think they're 10. They're a good color. The kale. I know we don't judge that, but I'd like to see a little darker, just because to make the chicken pop is all. So I'm still going 10 on these things. But Eddie, how important are those knuckles facing the same way to you? Apparently they are, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I try to keep them, but man, they'll roll, you know. But I try to keep them facing the same way.
Your barbecue homie gave you an 8.
Yeah.
By the way.
I think. Yeah.
All right, next box, producer Ty. CBA box or IBCA. Let's go, Gooder Gang. You had a question, Eddie. What did it score? Do you remember?
I was like a 177, 170. Yeah,
that's good, right?
We're pretty good. I mean, it was KCBS, so not bad.
Caesar, you know what to do, man. Explanation, please. If you give it an 8 or 7, we need an explanation. Come on, the dude barbecue. Gaucho 9. So a lot of 9s. Few 8s.
Second and third ones, they're all like choppy.
Shh. Poker face.
Sorry.
Poker face. 999. A lot of 9s. Josh Hale 7 with no explanation. Mushy Bark says Caesar. Come on, 7. You know what to do, Josh Hale. Give an explanation. All right. Backward Jacks. Let's go.
I think an 8. It looks like the bark's not set on those, well, on a few of them, but the first couple ones especially, it's kind of tore up on that front one, that little piece hanging down. It looks good. Like, I want to taste it, but it could be cleaned up a little bit, I think.
What's up, Hatch? Hatch Barbecue checking in right now. Eddie, you're up.
7.
Ooh, why?
So it looks like they took a bite out of the top 2 slices and then took the bite out and put it on the second and third slices on the left side. Yeah. It just looks really sloppy. Sauce all over the place. Yeah, no, not a fan. It does look tender though. Maybe mushy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going 8 on this. I do not like the back end of that deal. Even that 4 slice from the front to the back is smaller or pushed to the right a little bit. Just a little sloppy, all in all. I'm gonna go 8 on that. So, all right, next box. And again, guys, if you want to claim this and tell us it was first place, please do.
That's usually how it goes.
That's usually how it goes. All right, here we go. We got a chicken box. Could be IBCA, could be CBA. You don't know.
I didn't think so.
Definitely has a wingtip. Poker face, Eddie.
I'm just trying to look at it.
Yeah, if you're gonna take pictures, clean your lens, please.
Clean that shit.
Josh likes the wingtip, but he doesn't love the chicken. Nietzsche with a 9, Twisted D with a 10, the dude with a 9, Brandon Perriman with a 10. I don't see anything less than a 9 coming up here. G Waltz with a 9. Peter, what's up, Peter? Welcome to the show, man. We do this show each and every Wednesday. Appreciate you checking in, my man. This is what we do. 2-hour show, if not 3. Roy in Austin still watching. What's up, my man? 9. Orange chicken 8. There he is. Robert's figuring it out. He's giving it description of why he gives it an 8. All right, I'll go first here. I'm gonna give this chicken a 9. It looks good to me. And honestly, I bet it could be a 10. It's fuzzy. This whole picture is fuzzy to me. So clean your lens, A. But I'm going to give it a 9 right now. I'm not going to judge the foil at all here. A little splotchy in some areas, but not crazy. So I'm still going to give it a 9. Backward Jacks, you're up next.
I'll give it a 10.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, it's a good looking bird.
Mm-hmm.
Eddy.
I'm gonna go 9. I don't hate it. I don't dislike anything about it. Maybe just, I mean, if I want to be extra picky, the sauce kind of splotchy a little bit on the leg, but it's good.
That's what I said. All right, let's go. Next. This is either a CBA or IBCA, parallel to the hinge. Gooder gang, do your thing. I like it. We're on time tonight, Eddy. This is good. Oh, that was Carly's Chicken, second place. All right, well, we didn't hate it. We got a 10, a 9, and a 9. There we go. All right, 8 from Gaucho. Is it Gaucho? Gaucho. 8, too saucy. 10 all day from Hector. Boom. 9 saucy. 10 Nicho. Daddy Dutch. What's up, Daddy Dutch? Kent still early in, first in, last out. 10. 8. A little too saucy for Los Gordos. Cesar Mejia. 9. Nothing too crazy here. Eddy, I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go an 8. Sauce is not set in the picture, right? It doesn't look set to me.
Mm-hmm.
Box foil is dirty, and man, for me, those ribs are too big, like too long. My opinion, not a big fan.
Turn that volume up there, Ty, and we'll hear it a little better. But Backward Jacks, what do you think, guys?
I call it bass boat.
Yeah, we're going 9. They are a little too saucy, I think, and yeah, a little bit of texture on them, some seasoning on top would make them look a little bit better. They look good though.
I'm sure they scored well, but I need to see more bass boating. I need to see some pepper flakes or some seasoning in there. To me, it looks like a rib that is overly sauced. I'm gonna give it an 8. Sorry, whose ever boxes is. Now the cuts are nice. But I do not see nothing but sauce, and that's it. So I need to see a little more technique with some seasoning first off, and all I'm seeing is a lot of shiny sauce here. So I'm giving it an 8 for me. All right, here we go. Next. What's up, CB Bar? Bullseye, Dirty Smoke. Checking in, my man. That's what she said. Oh, damn, I missed it. I don't know. All right, here we go. Here's a brisket box. Gooder gang, do your thing. Jackie with a nice. Wes with a 10. Sam Demerit, 2 sauce birdies with a 10. The dude with a 10. Gordo Q 9. 10. Lots of 10s, lots of 9s. 10 from Fred. Ma! Meatloaf! 10. Darren Proctor still in the house, and it is 11:50 a.m. This man is sleeping in tomorrow. 10. All right. Backward Jacks, you're up first.
Roar again. I'm saying 10. She's saying 9.
Why, Tara?
The back slices, and I like them I like a deeper smoke ring. To me, they're very light, and it looks like they crumbled on the other side. It doesn't. I don't see the full. But that's just me.
I'll go next. I'm going to give this a 10. To me, this looks like a true cooked brisket with not a lot of sauce on this thing. Maybe it's some au jus. Some of the briskets I'm seeing right now are really dark and sauced. So I respect this. I like this. I'll go 10. What do you think, Eddie?
I know for a fact there's not any sauce on this brisket because it's mine.
Oh, okay.
I tried to find a picture without my fucking carrying case, right? Because everybody knows it's my fucking body whenever I send them. So, but anyways, yes, it was crumbling on the left side.
Gary Kelly says 9. My eye goes straight to the first slight.
I was about to say that first
All
slight on the top right. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I think it was the first place or something like that.
Oh, no big deal, right?
No big deal.
All right, next. Shout out to producer Ty doing all the heavy lifting in the background right here. All right, we got us a chicken box. Gooder gang, do your thing. We probably got about 6 more boxes. And then we'll close out the show. We're going to be right at 2 hours tonight. 9, show me the brisket. What? All right, 9. I'm sorry. 9, nope. That chick is miss leg day. 8, breast forward. Los Gordos. Yeah, they've been watching our show, by the way. Breast forward. 8, but ugly chicken wins. 9, 8, dark, a little bit. Not bad, though. I want to eat it. 9, 8, 8. We got our first 10. Gary Kelly. 7. Come on, John Jensen, a.k.a. Smoking Jays. Give us a reason. G-Waltz, give us a reason with the 7. Those are personal. Little bird is small. And breast forward, please. All right. Yeah, too many Gordos. Not sure which one is which. I'm sorry, my bad, Ty. There he is right there. Too many Gordos. Not sure who is who. All right. I'll go first. I fancy myself as a chicken cook for sure. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to go 8. I don't like it. Too small. That's not how I position it. I don't see anything coming through the sauce. 8 for me. Backward Jacks, you guys are up.
A 9 on that. It looks like the seasoning washed off on the bottom of the breast there, and I think if they turn it down breast forward, that probably hides it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a problem with the rest of it. Looks like the sauce is cooked up good.
Okay.
I don't mind the color.
So you give it a 9. Tara. Sorry, God dang, Tara.
Oh, I agree.
All right.
We're together, remember?
Well, sometimes
We're together and we're not.
Sometimes
So we
y'all
disagree.
are. I know.
So we disagree.
Eddie.
I'm gonna agree with Robert Smith on this one. Nope.
I didn't see. Oh, he said nope.
Yeah,
Not
I feel
your
like
thing?
if I take a bite out of this chicken, man, all the sauce is gonna get stuck to my teeth.
That'll definitely get stuck, and I'm okay with that. I don't know. I just we're talking appearance, right? I didn't like it.
No, I'll give it an 8. It's not terrible. It's not the worst, but it does definitely need a little bit of work, and it was probably first place somewhere.
Probably. All right, next. We got us a pork box. Poker face Jackie. We got an 8. Too busy. 7. That box is a hot mess. Rumor has it this cook took Robert Smith's class on Barbecue Champs Academy. Oh, Gordo Q, 8 all over the place. 7 Goudas. 8 muscles uneven. There it is. The dude. 8 muscles uneven, chunks not appealing. Again, guys, we're here to help, right? We want to.
Put it in the box.
Good time in there, Ty. That was nice. 7, they probably beat my spaghetti box. All right, I'll go first. Yes, that is a full box. So what they did here is we can see we got some pulled on the bottom. We got some chunks in the middle. And we got some monies on the side. I like the technique here, or not the technique, but I like what your thoughts are here. The execution is just lacking a little bit, and it comes from the trimming. These are not trimmed well from the very beginning. They're uneven. It's like if we could pull up a box where I think you're trying to do here, I would like to do that. I don't have that handy right now, or I would. But yeah, it's just looking messy. So I'm going to give it an 8 coming here. Eddie, you're up next.
I'm going to agree with Jackie and Robert on this one. It's a nope. That's a 7 for me. The money muscle is somewhere in there, but you got every other muscle around the money muscle with the money muscle. So, yeah, I mean, if you're going to do monies, try to at least show most of the money. I mean, that top right, I don't even know. I mean, yeah, it's too much. It's too much going on here.
Tar and Steve?
Yeah, that 8 for the same reason that everybody else has said.
Looks like they just threw it in the box and ran.
Now, Sean Trainer, Bottoms Up Smokers, has a good comment here. This is something that takes time, not last minute, and I feel like that's what happened here. How long do you guys allow yourself for a pork box turn in at 2 p.m.?
Pork, we're starting about 1:15.
45 minutes, man. That's a long time, and there you go.
I do about 30 minutes.
I'm about to say, I say 2:20. I'll start getting up off my chair and start looking, because especially if I'm gonna do pulled in the box. If I'm doing straight monies, it's a little later. But if I have a more complex box to do, then I'll about 2:20. I'll start my process, and so I mean I'm still running, but I'll still start about that time.
Well,
So
her rule is she doesn't run the tournament, so we got to have plenty of time to have it done. So she's walking.
I am not running.
all right, next. Going back to pork, Cesar Mejia. He says 120. My muscles have already been separated. Same thing for Brandon. 120, 40 minutes for me if I'm doing more than just monies. All right, here we go. Wes Reed with a 9. 8. Looks a little dry. Try water spritz. 8. No dog in the yard. Little Ringo, 9. Right side, a little crumbling. Okay. Brandon Perriman, always Ford. 8, a little dry. 8, dry. Caesar, 8, looks dry. Get an electric slicer, new blades. Look at him. Appreciate you, Caesar. All right. Jackie's all right. I'll go first here. That's a 9. It's not terrible. It does look a little gray, a little dry. Yeah. The bark is not screaming at me at all. Like I like it here. 1, 2, and 3 are not, the same here. I'll go 9, and I'm being friendly. Tara, Steve.
8. Yeah, it needs some au jus. It needs a little bit of shine to it. It looks like they maybe wrapped it too soon. I mean, there's not very much color on top at all.
Eddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. Looks a little dry. The trim does look good. The pre-trim.
So, yeah, no, that's solid.
Yeah, it looks a little dry. And like they said, it looks like it was wrapped a little too early. Color's a little off on top. All the bark washed off. Yeah, good try though.
Producer Ty, how many more we got?
3 more.
3 more. All right, next box. I feel like I'm more critical on chicken. I shouldn't have said that yet. Poker face. I think we got something for that, Ty. Turn it up.
And that hawk too, and spit on that thing. Yeah.
That's what that last brisket needed. All right, here we go. Jackie. It's Jackie. Jackie, you better start sending some boxes in, sweetheart. We need some. All right, 9 from Gordo Q. 8. My eyes go straight to that leg. 7, that bird's wearing combat boots. 8, little crispy. Is that a chicken? That's not a chicken bark. That's a chicken box. 7, that leg got too much sun. That's Spock on a cock right there. All right. Man. All right. I don't know. Are we being too hasty here? Tara, Steve, you're up first.
8. The leg looks bad, and then the breast, it does look crispy. And it's hard to tell that whoever said about the camera and the angle and the light, that does play a factor in all of these.
Eddy, you're up next.
I'm gonna go 8. I really want to say 7, but I'll be nice and go 8. And it looks like I think this chicken's overcooked because the way that leg pulled up, it looks like you're wearing Rob shorts.
Looks like a 200-degree chicken.
Now, whoever cooked this chicken, and if they normally do leg forward, I can understand why they flipped it around. But yeah, I'm going 8 as well. It is definitely looking overcooked. Even just the char marks on the front end and the splotchiness in the middle. That's an 8. Sorry. Next. I do. Rumor has it. Wear some short shorts. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing here. We got a brisket box. We got a 10. We got a 9 from Sean Trainer. I'm curious to see Jackie's comment here on this one. 9, 10, 10 all day. Los Gordos. 9, 10 from the dude. 10 from Nicho. Eric Arnold, Biggie Barbecue with a 9. That was whack. 9, Darren Proctor in the house. 10. All right. Backward Jacks, you're up first.
That's a 10 for me. Looks like some sausage kind of changes the color a little bit. That's a little more than I would do, but I still think it's a 10.
Shit, Phil Braden's still in the house. Congrats, Phil, on number 6. Play the clip since Phil woke up to pee.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue. You're watching the So Smoking Good Show.
Thank you, producer Ty. Phil, you can go back to sleep, my man. You woke up to pee, made a comment, and you got the clip played. All right. What do you guys feel, Backward Jacks? What do you guys feel about that fat on the bottom there? Are you good with that? Or are you going to cut it off? What are you doing here?
I'm not a fan. I would cut it off.
You would cut it off.
I'm okay with it. I'd leave it.
What the fuck? Y'all are same team.
This is when we have to use that word.
This is when y'all are fighting right here. It's like, all right.
Now that I'm separating the point and the flat, I wouldn't have quite that much anymore. But yeah, that was always an argument with us on when brisket goes in the box, on how much needs to go in there. And she'd usually win, and I'd cut it off some.
All right, I'm sorry. You gave a 10 here, right?
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, what you thinking, bro?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I really want to give that first slice a 7. If that first slice wasn't in there, man, that's a perfect brisket. I think every other slice is uniform; they look the same, but that first slice just took a different shape. I don't know if they skipped a couple and then started up, but I'm gonna give it a 9.
Whew. All right, I'm gonna overlook that first slice. I can see what you're saying though. Look at the ones all behind it, so perfectly laid in there. And we've heard about we've heard about too perfect. So maybe that's their thinking here. But I'm gonna give it a 10. It's a good looking box, man. I want to eat it. I like the bark. I like the smoke ring. It doesn't look like it was manufactured. The trim is perfect. 10 all day for me. Next box, producer Ty. All right, this is when we need to hear some bass boating.
I call it bass boat. I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Next, here we go. 10 from Roy in Austin. Nicho, 10. Ocala Q. Oh, that was his brisket. That was Ocala Q's brisket. 10, Gordo Q. Roy in Austin, 10. Jackie gives it a 10. Finally. 10 all day long. Great job. 10, Wes Reed, 10. All right, lots of 10s here. 7, because we know whose box that is.
That's actually not mine. I'm not the only one with this carrot case, guys.
Oh, that's a good looking box. Backward Jacks, you're up first.
I'd go 10. Yeah.
What's up, Cade? I don't know if that's the Cade that I know, but if you are, what is up, my man?
No.
All right, Tara.
No, that's all. A 10.
10. Steve?
Yeah, I agree. That's a 10. That's good looking good.
I'll go next. That is a absolute 10. The cuts are perfect. Look at each of those slices. They're perfectly aligned. We see some, we say it on the show, toenails on the bottom look good. We got some bass boating. That's a good looking box, and it's obviously a CBA box because it's parallel. Eddie, you're up.
Yeah, it's my box.
Fuck you. I knew it was your box. That's a good looking box, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, Producer Ty, we got what? One more? Are we done?
I think he said he's going to save the best for last.
That's it.
That was it. Saving the best for last.
For
Jackie got a finally at the end of it. We're 2 hours and 11 minutes in. If you have any more questions for our guest tonight, Backward Jacks, Tara, and Steve, put in the comments. But we're going to get out of here real quick. My man, Eddie, what you thinking about our guest tonight?
Man, they're great. They did a great job. And again, they're killing it. They've been killing it since I started cooking, man, in 2017, 18. So keep it up. And hopefully we'll see you guys down the road. I haven't seen y'all in a while.
Producer Ty, did you learn anything tonight from our guest tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I've learned, and it's just been reiterated to me that this barbecue culture is a family-based thing, and people have loyalty to each other. People help each other out, and the more and more I'm involved with it, the more and more I get to meet the people on the show, the more and more I love the sport. I think you guys are great ambassadors. Thank you so much for coming on, and thanks for sharing. I mean, I share. I love hearing y'all's story, and I share the sentiments. Y'all are some golden people, so I look forward to seeing you. Let me be the first to invite you to Tomball VFW in October. I think Candy Baines will be having the BBQ. So yeah, Candy Baines is the promoter for the BBQ at Tomball VFW in October if you're available.
Okay.
Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I want to just tell you guys, thank you very much for being who you are. You guys are amazing. You guys are friendly. Anybody that wants to come up and talk to you guys, you're always there for them. If they need anything, you guys are always there. Ambassadors of barbecue is, I think you should take that and be proud of that because you guys are awesome. And just seeing your success as a fan of you guys, I'm clapping at home whenever I saw you guys doing so well. And I told Tara that earlier today, and it makes me happy that you guys are doing so well right now. I know you guys aren't going to be cooking very much through the summer, probably me not as well, but we're all proud of you and we're all supporting you guys. And again, if you guys have not met Backward Jacks, Tara and Steve, they are as friendly as anybody. So you see them at a contest, go up and say hi. They're amazing. So thank you very much for coming on the show. Long time coming. First time guests. We love having first time guests. You guys were awesome.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us,
We
man. It means
appreciate
a lot to us. Appreciate the kind words from everybody tonight.
All right, we're gonna drop you down.
fun.
Ty's gonna drop you down. We're gonna close the show, and you stick around just for a minute, and we'll get you out of here. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
All right, Eddie, my man. What a great guest tonight. Another one. We've been following up with Sergio Chapa, Ira Green, Backward Jacks.
Yep.
Next week we got Chuck and Vanessa, probably with Rockin' A, but Carly Alexinas
can be there again.
Carly Alexinas. She is a young lady that's been tearing it up, cooking in the adult world of barbecue and having a couple of back-to-back GCs. Third, I believe, is her third GC. So we got some great guests lined up. Beyond that, we've got Barbecue Showdown, Chef Tung, who was in the comments tonight, and Richard Fergala from Ferg Barbecue is coming on. We got some good guests lined up, man. I appreciate everything that's coming on the show for So Smoking Gooder Show.
Hell yeah. Looking forward to it. So, man, as always, good luck everybody cooking this weekend. Thanks for watching. And, man, I'll be at Rogers. I'm cooking my first Outlaw. So, I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how many chickens I need to turn in. Maybe like 17 or 18. Maybe 3 racks of ribs, 2 briskets. I don't know. So, we'll see how it goes.
There it is. All right. For my man, Eddie Morales, and producer Ty, my name is Robert Rocha. Case, close us out, and we'll end it out.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.